Hello, 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 and welcome to this week's episode of She's All That podcast. And this week I'll be speaking about if money can really buy happiness. Okay, so thanks for joining us. Thanks for joining me this week. This podcast is really about well-being, about entrepreneurship, and hopefully in the future we can start featuring women who are making an impact, whether it's on a podcast or by more interviews face to face. But right now, okay, so let's just talk about our podcast and what we're going to talk about money. So this has been something that a lot of us have been disputing. Can money really buy happiness? So there are some studies which have come up with some outcomes, and I'm going to share that with you. Basically, two Nobel laureates in economics, they did a study, and with careful data analysis, they found that people believe that the quality of their lives will increase when they earn more. And feelings do improve with more money when you're actually in the low income level bracket. And they found out that the experience actually flattens out at around $75,000 in annual income. So this was in 2010. And the and through the study, a high-profile CEO of a Seattle-based credit card payment company actually raised his employees' minimum salary to $70,000 and lowered his own salary level so that he could actually increase the happiness level of his employees. So is this something that you would do for your company to help people feel that they don't have to worry about money and will actually start enjoying life? So in January 2021, another economist published a paper and found that when people earn beyond a certain income level, well-being does well-being continues to rise. But this does not mean that the happiness will continue for infinity. And in fact, it actually drops off more on average at higher income levels. So in summary, at even higher levels, there is very little extra well-being to be had with more income. And the lesson remains the same as it was a decade ago. When you're coming from a low income background, money does mean everything to you because you need to worry about your bills, your family, where your next mode of income is coming in. If you're getting paid on a project basis, you don't have a steady job. Especially when you're working on your own or you might have been laid off. So money does mean a lot to you, of course. And once you have earned a more stable income, for example, a billionaire, he's like more likely not to be happier than you when you're earning this. Basically, you'll be feeling the same amount of happiness as a billionaire once you reach a certain level of income. So this might be actually um, hard to grasp. You might not actually believe that this be true, but if you have already come to a stage where you are comfortable enough to be spending things on things you don't need, but more of a want. You buy more clothes, buy more electronic devices, and the more you buy, you feel excited at first. The idea of buying makes you happy, and then once you buy it, you're like, oh, okay, and then life goes on. So this basically is how it is. Money does buy happiness up to a certain point, and then after that, it doesn't make an impact anymore, or not as much in as an impact as it did before. So beyond a certain income level, working harder simply to make more money to buy things will not help to increase your happiness level. um, because in the bigger scale, for example, your problems are still there, and your problems of maybe not being able to spend more time with family or spend more time on things that you love um, will have an impact on you. So spending more time fruitlessly chasing well-being above the certain threshold of income could mean spending less time on things that you love. So what you can do though, according to this study, is to actually spend on experiences, buying time, basically spending money to do things that you to hire people to do things for you that you don't like to do, and obviously charity. So if you buy an experience, whether it's a nice dinner out, you could actually raise your level of happiness, especially if you share it with somebody that you love or people that you love, because friends and family are really two key points in your well-being, and fun experiences with these people will give you good memories that you will enjoy for the rest of your lives, unlike fashion goods which can go out of style, electronic goods which will definitely be outdated after a certain amount of time. So, for example, you don't want to waste time on things like accounting. You can already outsource that, doing your taxes, running errands, doing your gardening. So, once you have made enough to actually pay the basics, your electric bills, your water bills, your education for your kids, your health, your dentist appointments, your medical appointments, then you can start looking at all these other things to save you time and to make you happier, because you can do things that you really like. And also, when you do more charity, it actually increases your happy hormones. And this will when you know that you're helping somebody else, automatically you will feel better and happier in the long run. So I hope this will actually kind of answer the question of, does money buy happiness? So in summary, yes, up to a certain point, and then beyond that, you will need to look at the three things, which would be to spend more time on things you like, buying experiences, and then spending more time with people you love, and the last but not least, to do some charity or to do some good work with other people. So, yes, thank you for joining me this week on She's All That. Do leave your comments below. And if you like this video, do leave a like, share it with your friends. And I'll see you next week. Han is signing out.